Married at First Sight, season 19, episode 12. This is the second part, and hopefully I will get through episode 2 today. So we left off yesterday talking about how Belinda is a liar. Okay. Obviously, she doesn't like Chad, but instead of her saying she doesn't like him, she's making it sound, oh, he lied about texting Josh, and I can't trust him because he's a liar, and I can't even have intimacy with him because I want him to come lay in the bed with me, but he want to go unwind in the living room. And we're like, Belinda, use the lie. Just go ahead and tell us the truth. You don't like him. It's okay. The cousins over here, girl, we understand. Because cousin Sister Janice is typeset, honey. Okay. I like a certain type of a man. He has to be well educated, well spoken, white collar, well cultured. Okay. I don't like no whatever. And I spent a lot of time trying to date the guys I knew I didn't like until I was in my late 20s. I was like, I can't do it no more, child. I can't. I can't. Don't know how to use a knife and fork. Don't, not a gentleman, can't open doors. Don't know you're supposed to open door, walk on the outside. I can't. So then I started sticking with what I like. And girl, did God bless me. Mr. Rugged, Mr. Kryptonite, and finally my wonderful baby dad. My wonderful baby dad, my wonderful husband, Mr. Wonderful. So we understand, Belinda. We understand if you don't like Chad. You know, I was talking to my husband yesterday. He called to check on me. He does that during the day, and we talking. And I was like, just the way he speaks is just like, Belinda. I said all of that to say we understand over here if you don't like him. But don't try to pass it off like he's this terrible person, he's a lie and all this stuff. You don't like him and it's okay. You like the guys that's going to drag you across the street. You like guys don't know how to bring you flowers, don't know to open doors, broke, don't, you know, them the type of dudes you like, Belinda, in your old age of 48, 47. So let's finish watching episode 12 and the reunion pictures came out. Child, I'm gonna see if I have time to do them today. Okay. So welcome to my forever cousins, my returning cousins. Hey cousin. If you're new here, my name is Janice. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for those of you who have left comments for me. I know. I need to get in the comment section, girl. Be sure to share this video out. Leave a comment for me. And if you're not subscribed, please be sure to do so. So in the second part, we meet, you know, these two. Before we get to Will and Britney and Rhonda, we like men who have money. We have men who are prepared. We like men who are prepared to be husbands. We like men who got money in the bank. We like men who have emergency fund. We like men who we could get life insurance on. We like men who have investments. We like men who have assets over here on this channel. So we understand if you don't like Chad, but please don't try to lie to our face and pretend that, oh, it's because he lied. Girl, bye. Who you think you're talking to? Not the cousins, because we are experienced in lying. Okay, we've seen liars on the show before. We know what you're doing, Belinda. We know what you're doing. So please don't try to play us like we don't know what you are doing. Okay? Girl, bye. Attention-seeking Britney is getting on my nerves. Oh, what does love mean? What does love mean to you? Well, it doesn't mean what the Bible say it means. Okay, Will don't like you like that. Then she comes up and saying, Oh, like you're obligated. And he says, so you feel like you're an obligation. In a way, she is. Will. So you need to decide, do you want to be, let me use another word, responsible for her for the rest of her life? This is why marriage should not be taken lightly. My husband is responsible for me and these kids for the rest of his life and my life. Whatever I need, it is his responsibility to provide it. I need food, it's his job. I need shelter, it's his job. I need clothes, it's his job. I need money, it's his job. I want to retire early, it's his job. I want some good D, it's his job. So, in a way, yeah, she's an obligation, but I don't really like the word. I prefer more responsibility, Will. So you need to think, do you want to be responsible for this attention-seeking woman who, no matter what you do, nothing is enough? You really need to think about, for the rest of my life, this is why marriage cannot be taken lightly. You ladies marrying these broke, busty, dusty men who can't even take care of themselves, much less to take care of you for the rest of your life. You got a whole man, but you still have to take care of yourself and put food on your own table and roof over your head.
Now I understand. It sounds like it's like a obligation kind of thing.
Really?
What's that?
You think that you're an obligation?
I mean, it sounds like because we're married and you made choice to be committed to me. It's okay, and it is what it is.
In other words, he doesn't love her freely. Is that what she's saying? He doesn't love her freely?
No matter what I say or do, it's just like, oh, well, you didn't do it the way I wanted.
Right. So, Will, for the rest of your life, do you want to sign up for this? Granted, we all have our little quirks and our little stuff, and little stuff that bothers us. Nothing bothers my husband. He is like, that's one thing I appreciate about my husband. Like, he doesn't get annoyed. I get annoyed a lot. But anyways, girl, for the rest of your life, well, do you want to be dealing with this? Like, no matter what you do or say, she can never just say thank you and that's it. Okay? So then he says, I tell you how I feel and how I want to make you feel, and you discredit it. So Britney and Rhonda cannot be satisfied. I think they just need you to cut your hearts out, and put it on a platter for them, because absolutely nothing makes these people satisfied. And let me just say, I was thinking the other day, right? I was thinking, there's a scripture, one of my favorite story is about King David, how he went to serve the King Saul, and the Bible said he behaved himself perfectly. Perfectly does not mean perfect as in like Jesus perfect, but maturely. And I absolutely love that. And I there's a saying we the older people say to you, behave yourself, And so as a wife, I do behave myself. I don't give my husband no problems. Right, Mike? He said, I give my husband no problem. I go to work. I drop the baby off. I get off work. I pick up the baby. I'm home. You ain't got to wonder where you at. What time you coming home? You in the street. Where's all of our money? You spending our money buying Gucci. He ain't got to do that. He never have to worry about, am I wasting his money, our money? Am I leaving the kids at babysitter? Little Michael's 10, never been to a babysitter. Am I dropping my kids off at people's house so I could go hang out with the girls and stuff? I don't do that. I am all about being a wife, being a mom, protecting and taking care of my kids and my husband. Okay? So I just think that there's nothing Will can do for this woman, and he needs to cut his loss and move on about his business. Just go ahead, Will. I just kind of fast forward through Britney and Will. I just can't with them. Okay, I'm over them. Okay, her whining and carrying on. This is so fake. Just come on, give me back Lifetime with their stealing each other's husband and fighting and walking through tables and stuff. But anyways, so then these two are shopping for a car for the baby. She's thinking about getting a new car. I would say for the baby, and we know there ain't no baby making use a lot. Or it's not Derek's baby. It's not Derek's baby. Oh. Okay. Can we just stop pretending? Just stop it. So there's a clip of Britney and Will playing basketball. I fast forward. I can't. We get over to Belinda and she's talking about she's heading over to Chad because they spoke last night and Chad said they have a good thing. They want to make it work. And she was like, I think it's a good thing too. We want to make it work. It's just working through these issues. There are no issues, Belinda. Excuse me, y'all. The only issue we have is you lying. Because the truth is you're not into Chad. And again, the cousins, we understand, girl. We understand. Over here, cousin Janice, we understand if you don't like him, but just be honest about it. Okay, I wish Chad could just like, you know what? I'm done with you. Bye. Bye. Okay. But of course, he's a gentleman. He's not going to say that. Can we just appreciate how beautiful Chad home is? This is the thing about living down south. You just have all this land and all this property and all this space. I absolutely love it. Isn't it beautiful? Look what Chad does when Belinda comes in the room. Like she's never had this, and she will never have this. Okay? Because of course she doesn't like gentlemen. Okay. He opens the door for her. She walks in. He kisses her, which is cute. Okay. And then they go downstairs a little bit. They step down and then look, he pulls out the chair for her. Like she's never had that and she will never have that again. Okay. She'll never have that again. Okay, Belinda, you'll never have that again. Look at Chad just waiting for you to sit down. Such a gentleman. So Chad basically said, you know, it was a gut punch. It's, in other words, I think he was taken off guard because he thought they were going to talk about the incident that happened at the restaurant, not all these other things. And, you know, Belinda's going to say, well, you've never talked about Lovey being in the bed. And I'm like, yes, he did. She was like, no, you've talked about the barking, but not in the bed. He said, I did talk about that because she's not listening. Belinda is not trying to hear about the dog out of the bed. So of course you're not going to listen or hear anything he is saying because your mind has already been made up. And he says he's taking responsibility because that's what husbands usually do. Just to keep the peace, they'll apologize. Well, at least the good ones. They'll apologize and just bite it and swallow it just to make the peace in the house. And I think that's what Chad is doing because I don't think Chad was wrong. Chad was not wrong about what he said. It's Belinda who really doesn't like him and she's trying to come up with all these excuses not to be with him instead of just being honest. This is what I mean about Belinda being minds made up. She's making every excuses in the book for this dog. And he's like, no matter where we live, he can't be barking all day long. And she's like, how do you know he's barked all day long? He said, when I'm coming in the garage, he's barking. And she said, you don't know if he's been there. I can't with her. I can't.
Hush, baby.
But you don't know if
Are
he's
we going to be able to talk?
He's barking all day long.
Sweetheart, are we going to be able to talk or are we going to keep arguing with each other?
Okay, talk, but you're telling me things that it's like we don't know that he barks all day long when nobody's there.
I can't with her.
This is already not going the way I was hoping it would go. Do you want to work on this and try to say this or not?
I told you I would be willing to work on it last night.
You said you'd be willing, but do you want to?
Ooh, Chad. He said you'll be willing, but do you want to? Ooh, that's something, isn't it? Do you want to? In other words, do you want to do the work? I don't think Belinda want to do the work because she don't like you, Chad. Okay, we've been trying to tell you that. Oh, Lord Jesus.
You want to have a conversation, but you don't want me to participate in the conversation.
I'm trying to tell you what I think, and you're arguing all the points.
Why is it that you're telling me what you think and I'm arguing versus I'm telling you what I think and you're telling me what?
Because that's what you do when you're arguing all the points. He said the dog bark all day. You said the dog don't bark all day.
You think?
This,
I mean, I do something.
we're getting nowhere with this.
Okay, then I'm done.
Okay.
It's fine.
That's fine too.
You said that I'm broken.
Yeah, we're
I
not
love
getting
Belinda,
anywhere.
but I don't appreciate this.
I totally agree with you, Chad. I don't appreciate either. I'm so disappointed in her.
I want to stay married.
It's not gonna work out, Chad. You're not gonna stay married, not to this one.
But I'm not going to stay married to somebody who I can't have a rational conversation
Right.
every time there's tension in the room.
Right.
I can be heartless.
You can't have a conversation with her. Belinda's mind is made up and she's not being honest and telling you really what the problem is. So you're not going to get anywhere with her. You're not going to get anywhere with Belinda, Chad. I think it's just cut your losses and go, okay, just like I'm about to cut my losses and go, because I can't deal with these people anymore. Let me just get on here and go get me some Dominican breakfast and, some stuff in oatmeal and get just going by my business, because I can't with those. Anyway, y'all, I don't know. I try to finish watching it later. I can't be bothered. I think I'm done. I think I'm gonna be done with Married for a second. I cannot with these people. I love you guys. Let me know what you think. Comment below. Leave a comment from me. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up, share this out. Love you. Talk to you later. Bye.